Hi, this is Pooja and welcome to Food Without Borders. Today we'll be making some southern fried apples. Now, these come from the southern part of the United States, and if you are familiar with southern food, they have the best desserts ever. I feel like after I show you how to make this recipe, I might get a little hate because these are ingredients that you can always find in your pantry, and it is so easy to put together. Although it's called southern fried apples, they're not fried, they are cooked in a way. They're so delicious with butter and sugar. So let's get started. So I have a heavy bottom pan heating up on medium high. Into this I will add the butter. And I know you might think this is a lot of butter, but you know what? This is a dessert and the end result is so amazing. This is salted butter. If you do not use salted butter, you can add salt to the recipe because salt is really a flavor enhancer and it enhances the sweetness in the recipe as well. Now that the butter has somewhat melted, I am going to add the sugar. The intent is to melt the butter and not burn it or brown it. In goes the sugar. I'm using white sugar. You could use brown sugar, you could use maple sugar, you could use whatever sugar you wish to use. Particularly white because I want that amber color or the caramelization which the apples will absorb later, and with the white sugar you can actually see and watch it caramelize, and it's easier compared to brown sugar. Now if you notice, the sugar is starting to caramelize, and now is when I will add the cinnamon and give this a quick stir. And you don't have to wait too long, just 15 seconds because you don't want the cinnamon to burn. To this I will add the apples. Cinnamon and apple are such a glorious combination. I am going to let this cook for about 2 minutes on each side. I will wait until the apples kind of roast and absorb all that amber color on one side, and then flip them and repeat the process again. You will notice that as the apple cooks, it will start releasing some liquids. This is the last step. I am going to put the flame on high and let this liquid evaporate or reduce until it gets into a syrupy texture. So folks, this took about 4 to 5 minutes. I have also turned off the flame. Now I am going to plate it into this little martini glass. I am going to serve it, and you can serve it on a saucer or a little bowl. I love it in this martini glass only because during holiday season it is so much more easier to have this in your hand and move around. Onto this you have to add a luxurious dollop of ice cream if it comes out. Let me grab the spoon there. And you can stop right here, okay? But I am in a mood to be an adult. So to this, I am going to add a good shot Irish cream liqueur or Bailey's. And I found this salted caramel flavored one, which I thought would be such a flavor enhancer. All right, let's do the tasting. I don't know why I picked a fork, but I thought that would help me grab the apples. Oh my gosh. My dog is here. He thinks I'm gonna give him some too, which he might. What I love about this recipe is the apples are still crispy and they're beautifully caramelized. The ice cream is so creamy, and with the tartness of the apple, it complements the entire dish beautifully. And of course, Bailey's is one of my favorite drinks as a dessert liquor, which works really well with this recipe. So give this recipe a try, and if you haven't noticed, I am actually having a really private moment with this, and I should take it in private. So give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? You should. And I will leave the written version of this recipe in the description box. It would be on my blog as well. So I will see you next week. Bye. How about that? What are you watching? Butter melting? Ow, I have an itch. Can they see me scratchy, scratchy? Ah. I have an itch. I want to sneeze. I want to spit.
You don't stir anything that is there?
Yeah, it's melting. I want to cough. I want to gag. I want to do everything that a person with cold wants to do. But I can't. Because the show must go on.